Hello, future chefs. Here we will be preparing Blitz puff pastry dough. We have our ice cold water, our cold butter that's been diced, our all-purpose flour and salt. We also have our tools like our rolling pin and our scraper and a pastry brush that is not shown here. So we're going to put our dry ingredients together, which is our all-purpose flour and salt. Using a paddle, we're going to mix it for a brief period of time, just so it's incorporated. Then I will stop and add the cold cubes of butter. I will stir it in slowly to get it to a crummy texture, no longer than less than a minute. Some people call this a shaggy texture. Some people call it a crummy texture. You just want it to have little bits of butter in there, just so when you're rolling it, it's easy to manipulate. But we do not want to build up the gluten because we'll be doing that as we roll it out with the rolling pin. So here we're going to add our ice cold water. I put in about 85% of the water and I hold some back just in case, and I just watch how it's incorporated. Here I put almost all of it, and I will mix it until it cleans the sides there until it's almost a ball. Then you dust with all-purpose flour or your bench flour, your work table. Shape it with your hands because there's warmth in your hands, and you will slowly manipulate it into a ball. Then using your bench scraper and your rolling pin, you're going to slowly build it into a rectangular shape, always cleaning the sides. So you're basically telling the dough, this is what I want from you. The dough is getting your expectations. You want a rectangular shape, you want the sides all even, and you're going to keep doing it slowly as not to tear the dough. Now, don't be frustrated if the dough gets a little cracked here and there. You are slowly going to be bringing it back to life and stretching it out. In the first roll, you're going to see bits of butter coming through. Not to be frustrated, don't get worried. Every time we roll this, we will fix that. It will slowly get incorporated properly. So here I am just measuring to make sure. I'm looking for a 17 by 7 inch shape. And when I get to my desired shape, then I'm going to clean underneath with the bench scraper to make sure that it's not sticking. Brush off the excess flour and then fold it into my single fold. There are many different ways to do this. Many chefs from different parts do this differently. But for the application that we're going to make turnovers with this dough, 3 should be sufficient. So let's wrap it up properly so we can chill it for 20 to 30 minutes. And then write down the number 1 so that we don't forget how many times we did this. As I said, some chefs do this up to 6 times. So this is the second one. I'm going to do a little faster this time. Once again, cleaning up the sides, brushing off the excess, do a little cosmetic surgery if needed. And then I'm going to roll it into my single fold. Okay, brush off the excess and wrap it up for another 20 to 30 minutes. As you can see, the dough is starting to get more recognizable into a pastry dough or a solid dough. So here we are, our third and final stage. I'm being a little more delicate with it this time because I want to make sure that it's smooth, clean, no bumps, and the sides are all straight. Brushing off the excess flour, folding it in, and here's our final dough prepared and ready to make turnovers with. I hope this was helpful. Enjoy.